Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to show you a behind the scenes for my clothing brand. I recently went to Iceland and it was amazing. I got to see the beautiful landscapes, nature and even the northern lights. Moreover, I tested the custom winter jacket for my clothing brand. It was amazing. This experience inspired me to create a northern lights crewneck streetwear design with some spray paint. The main idea in mind is to create a pattern like the one that I saw in the sky but on the crewneck using some green and purple spray paint. Let's go in Photoshop and start. So here we are in Photoshop. I'm going to use a black crewneck without any spray paint over it for simplicity. I want to go with a simple curved design on the back. Moreover, I want to include even some circles that represent the pattern seen in the sky. Oh, I can't seem to create a nice graphic with this font. Let's change it a bit. This one is amazing. I like everything about it. Now let's add a subtext that basically underlines the fact that this graphic is about the northern lights. I think that we need to add some stars around the text to make it more streetwear. Like this works perfectly. Now let's create the front design. I want to connect this graphic with the voyage concept of the jacket I brought to Iceland. I'm creating an arm design just to add that spice to it. Now we can start the really fun part, which is to spray paint the crewneck before printing the design made now. Let's go outside and grab the spray cans. Here we are. This is the crewneck I'm going to spray as a sample to produce for my brand. These are the spray cans I'm going to use for this project. I think they are not meant for textile, but they work for me, so yeah. But please, I suggest that you use some serious textile spray cans, not like me. Of course, let's get a mask and some gloves and start the work. I'm going to start from the side. My first idea was to create a curly type of text and type of design, but as you can see, I decided to print it all since it fitted best the theme of the northern lights. After, I created the Aurora green pattern that will be used as a first layer that then will be covered with the purple color. I'm doing so just to create a nice and smooth gradient. I'm starting from the front part so that I can have an idea of what I'm actually doing. After, I proceeded by going to the back and adding a green cross to make the gradient more streetwear. Then I sprayed wherever I wanted basically to create a nice and even pattern. In this part I'm making the northern lights green part. I think it looks kinda dope. Here you can see how I'm just improvising and creating a random nice pattern for the sides. And that's pretty much it for the spray paint part. Here's the final result. Keep in mind that when we are going to use the heat press for the other designs, the color of the spray paint will stick better and the color will enhance and be more saturated basically. After a couple of days passed, the paint consolidated on the crewneck and it was time to print the design. Here's the setup of my studio. It's pretty small but has all the things I need to create these kind of experiments. So I'll show you around. This is the vinyl cutter. I imported the graphics made onto the vinyl cutter program. As you can see, all the graphics are flipped horizontally. It is like that since we are cutting the vinyl upside down in a way, let's say. So basically when you're flipping it and when you're printing it, it will be all good. You'll see after what I mean, of course. I started by getting the vinyl and setting it up for the cutout using the vinyl cutter. Then I loaded it on my Silhouette Cameo 3 or 2, I don't remember, and clicked start. Waited for a couple of minutes and finally it finished. When it completed the work, I grabbed it and started weaving it. Here's an epic time lapse. After finishing cutting everything out, I was left with this graphic here. As you can see, the graphic is on its correct side because we flipped it at the beginning. Now it was time to weed the remaining designs. And this is the final result for the weeded graphics. Now it's time to heat press them onto the spray paint crewneck. To start things off, I set up the printing paper, which is just oven paper. This is really important since the hoodie is all full of paint that with the hot, the paint will activate again and could ruin itself and the heat press. Okay, now it's time to add the back design first. I started by heating up the canvas before adding the graphic. Now let's position the graphic in the middle. Let's cover it and wait 30 seconds. This vinyl needs to be cold peeled, so I'll wait a couple of minutes before removing the plastic cover. Of course, enjoy this satisfying peel. This is the result, pretty clean. Now let's heat press it again to really attach it on the crew neck and on the paint. Let's proceed with the front design. Did you notice something of the design? Take a good look. They are missing the other letters of the word hoodie. It became like that while I was weeding the vinyl, and basically the E just broke, so I decided to remove the I to cover up my mistakes. I precisely aligned the graphic in the middle of the garment. As you can see, the graphic is perfectly aligned. Let's press it and I'm nearly done. Now I just need to add the sides details. In the meantime, I suggest you to go follow me on Instagram, since I show you some fire behind the scenes of my printing sessions. So please go ahead and follow me there. Now we're basically done. Here's the final result. If you like this video, please subscribe since it's only the beginning. I'll catch you in the next one and see you soon. Bye bye.